Hello, Chakrabartis, welcome. Thank you for joining Hilary and Moi. Now, regular viewers will know that our last video, we had to abandon the location and complete the video indoors because we were trying to stroll along the beach and record the video, but the wind was so dynamically surging that we couldn't possibly hear what we were saying. It's now Thursday, the 23rd of April. In the afternoon, the sun is shining and the wind has dropped enough so our tribute flag to St. George can breezily blow in our garden. It's St. George's Day, but did you notice the adjectives we used opening this video? Dynamically surging. Dynamically surging, that's because our regular viewers get in touch via our usual email address and bring to our attention your comments, views, observations and questions, and you'd noted some reports about the National Theatre applying dynamic pricing, surge pricing, to the sale of their tickets. And being a subsidised theatre, you're saying, is this acceptable? That's the question. Asking the question, is this acceptable? Well, is it surge pricing? Presumably most of us know what surge pricing is, dynamic pricing. It's when, well, we're on the internet a week before, 2 weeks before, 3 months before, looking at companies trying to maximise their income by altering the prices to a level where it tempts you to book. So like with Ryanair, you start looking 3 months before. And if you look more than that, well, the prices are mega because they think you must want that date. Then as you get nearer and their planes get fuller and they've recouped their basic costs, well, they can charge you more. And try booking the day before. But sometimes the day before there's cheap ones because they've not filled the plane. I can recall coming back once, well, it was when COVID was on, wasn't it, Hilary? And we were trying to get back. And we managed to book a flight, and we got our return flight for £32. And I hated to say, we're talking, how much did you pay for your flight? And this couple had paid £300 each for their one way. And you think, hell horror, but that's surge dynamic pricing for you. Holiday companies do it, and even now, have you spotted the other news today? Electricity, energy problems. And the networks, the mobile phone networks, are now saying we may have to look at increasing our income because the networks to access them are charging us more because it's costing more energy. So we might have to introduce dynamic surge pricing to access the mobile networks at certain times. But we're digressing. What about the National Theatre? Because they want to be inclusive to those who are less fortunate, who can't afford the highest prices. They're saying, well, of course, the highest price will never go higher than the advertised highest price. So you can book and it will always be lower, which will enable us to have the subsidised tickets for those less fortunate. And if you book via their website, apparently they've only got a £4 charge. Though someone has brought to our attention the fact that surge pricing has been going on for a while because they've said they bought a ticket that was cheap on a certain day, but then they wanted to change it for another day. And that other day was more than what they paid, but less than what someone would have to pay if they booked a ticket for their original day. So they only got their original fee back and paid more to go for something that would have cost someone else more to go on the day they booked. Bit Gilbert and Sullivan tongue twister, that one, but do you understand what I mean? It can be unfair. And of course, as the whole idea is to maximise profit, is the National Theatre as a subsidised theatre now looking to maximise profit rather than react to the needs of those who want to be involved in what the National Theatre is producing. So we'll leave this one with you. Do let us know what you think. The proof, of course, will be in the cake and the eating of it. How much money has the National Theatre made? So as always, please get in touch via our usual email address and let us know what you think. Surge pricing, dynamic pricing. On balance, our viewers have actually said, yes, it is something the National Theatre should definitely explore. But as we said, the proof will be in the eating. As we mentioned, show business, and it's sort of a bit equity. We'll finish in our usual equity way. To all art is good work, to all workers good art, and to workers everywhere, equity. And of course, Chakrabartis, if you're involved in show business, don't forget, put your professional interests first, and you better never forget, keep your fingers crossed. We all need a little bit of good luck, don't we? Break a leg.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out.